All right, back here Friday morning playing on the Bronco. Went and picked up some primer 2K, some 8115 and a 5-gallon bucket of lacquer thinner. It was a little over $300, so wonder why paint gets so expensive. That's why. Anyway, we left off doing some filler work yesterday on our quarters, got our holes filled up, and then where we welded up our tire carrier. Lucky this piece here wasn't too distorted, so sometimes I've seen the tire carriers beat the crap out of those. You can kind of see a little bit of a mark here, and then here where where they welded those two pieces together to make that frame for that windshield. So that's the plan. Hopefully by the end of the day. Oh, I think I gotta let my 8115 sit overnight, so that means tomorrow we'll be priming. We picked this up. I'm gonna look at the tech sheet on this and see. I'm pretty sure it's a 24-hour before you can prime it, so maybe it'll be tomorrow morning. Anyway, by the end of the day, I'll have that ready for primer, so I can come in Saturday morning and just throw a couple coats of 2K. So that's the plan. We'll see if we can't get something done today. Knocked down, and then I had a couple little low spots there that I hit with some icing. So I'm gonna let that kick and I'll come back with 80 and block that out. But I'm gonna come back now on this side. I'm gonna sand. This has all been done in 80. So I sanded epoxy with like 180 and then went over the filler with 80, and then so I've still got kind of the combo of the two. I'm gonna run over the filler with a DA and a flat block with 180 and try to take out my 80 grit scratches. The 80 grit scratches will shrink with our primer more than the 180, so it's kind of a way to keep some of the shrinkage down. Is usually finish your body work out. I like at least 150. I'll try 180. 220 is almost a little too fine for me, but some people do 220. So anyway, I'm gonna buzz that down, block it real quick. What I do is I'll run over it with the DA, and then I'll just kind of hand block it on the filler spots anywhere I think, or anywhere my DA pad won't fit, and then we'll back tape this thing and get it ready for some 3M panel bond. Alright, so we got that all 180'd out, hand blocked, DA'd. Kind of looked it over to see if there's any like deep scratches, like any 80 grit scratches, but I think we're good as far as that goes. And I also back taped my factory seam, and we're going to put panel bonding adhesive all through here, all up in here, all down here. Basically the factory would have had seam sealer here, but I've had kind of bad luck on a couple Broncos ago. We ended up because this is such a thick gap, I think, that I put some seam sealer in there, and then once I primered over that a couple times, it had a couple mils of primer built up on it. The primer actually dried harder than the seam sealer, and the seam sealer had a little flex, but the primer didn't. So that's kind of part of the reason why on those, especially at this step, I'm going to run panel bonding adhesive, which is 3M 8115. It's a 2-part epoxy. You basically put it in one of these guns here. This is a 3M gun designed for that. And we're going to cut the tip small. One of these tips here are pretty small. And then try to kind of go along and shove as much of that into that seam as I can, and on my way back out, build it out. And then what I'll do is I'll take grab a pair of gloves, take my finger, and basically kind of smear this in here as much as I can. Come back and wipe this, all the excess off the tape as much as I can. This tape will just keep my amount of product, the amount of seam sealer or my panel bond adhesive, my panel bond, let's call it seam sealer. In this case, it'll keep it to a minimum, and then when I peel this off, you know, I can wipe this 4 or 5 times, and I'm just wiping it on the tape. I'm not actually smearing it all over the side of the rig. And then I'll peel that back, and it'll leave me a nice, real thin line. Then I'll take my finger again, maybe like a rag with a little bit of lacquer thinner on there, and then kind of brush it out, and it kind of flows that out. And I could come back and sand that. I like that because I can sand it. Seam sealer you can't sand, so that's kind of why I've been using that on this. I've just had better luck with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that seam sealed or panel bonded adhesive in. All right, we got that thing all seam sealed up or panel bonding. Oops, I kind of need to maybe kind of like knock that down. I'll come back and sand this just real lightly. A lot of times I'll just come back and kind of knock that little tape edge down just to have just that little bit less I need to try to sand on. But we got the door jambs all done. Well, we got the quarters and the door jambs all done. We did it. This was like a double piece, so I kind of hosed it in there kind of thick, and then, you know, let that dry overnight. We went through there. I went ahead and did this just because, put the floor pan in, and also if I paint, I'm going to paint probably into here somewhere just so our carpet comes here, and we'll bring our bed liner maybe to that edge. Depending on if they're going to do carpet or not, I don't know if they're doing carpet. I think we are going to do another bed liner on the inside of that. Really help try to take out some of that tinginess, and then they say we got about 24 hours before we let that sit overnight before we can sand it and prime it. So that'll be tomorrow's goal. We just got that all 2K primed up, hammered all my filler spots, let those kind of kick, because sometimes I hit like those spray primer on my filler spots because it soaks up a little bit, and then go ahead and hog a couple more coats of that 2K high build on there. So looking pretty good, pretty straight, I think. Kind of stepped in and kind of try to flood some of this area a little bit, but that's good enough. That gives us a nice uniform light surface to kind of see what any other imperfections are. So that's the quarters and the fenders. Used about a quart of our 2K on there, so I got quite a bit. I'm gonna call the video done here. If you like this type of stuff, give me a like, a subscribe, comment below. Remember, got there, create something today, even if it sucks. Peace.